those of you that don't know, 8 years ago, this concept, this conference came out of 6 or 7 people in a little bitty hotel out in Creve Coeur around what do we need to do to help people that are coming back into society after having spent time in prison. I will simply say to you, have a wonderful day, enjoy your day, meet new people, enjoy new people. Don't be afraid to engage in discourse. Discourse is good when you try to reach solutions.
But almost everyone in America does deserve a second chance. And the second reason is that these programs reduce crime, okay? And that really, at the end of the day, our first job in city government is public safety, and a big core of that is reducing crime and keeping the people in our neighborhood safe. And so I am a crime and punishment person. You know, I believe that if you do the crime, you're gonna have to do the time.
I'm of the opinion that every person in our society is a person of value and bring something to this community. When we don't educate people, and when I say this, I mean this all sincerity, when we spend more money to incarcerate people than to educate people, we have failed. That is a fact. Second thing is, in our correctional institutions, the disproportionate of minorities in jail. Something is wrong. Thirdly, we believe that people get locked up and throw away the keys, all the problems will go away. That is not true. So we come to your situation, the reentry program. Why is it so important? 97% of the people incarcerated will be released someday. 97%.
We were to be able to have these people sit together, because when you don't sit together, you have some misconceptions about what the other guy's roles and responsibilities are. So you say, we don't do that, because that's what Child Protective Services is supposed to do. And when they're sitting there, they say, no, that's not part of our mission either. And that's the point at which the conversation begins. Where's the gap? Which one of us? If none of us do that, we just presume somebody else does. Somebody's got to step up to the table and expand their mission, or at least expand their role, to cover and deliver those needed services.
So we have a whole host of us out there who are convinced that these things are safe and effective because it's medicine. Heroin is a drug, and it's just a social disconnect between the two. But the danger could not be any more clear. They are exactly the same. And that is a message that we are failing to get out there to the public, that to be aware, to be concerned. For most teenage users, their first source for these drugs, it's not a dealer, it's the home medicine chest. It's all the things that we stopped taking because it no longer hurts, but we still have in the medicine cabinet. Because maybe I'll hurt myself again and I'll need it again, but we forget about it. We're much more aware of the level of bourbon in the bottle in my liquor cabinet, especially if you have teenagers, you need to be, right? But we're less concerned about those pills. Well, no one would bother with those. No, they do. That's where they get it. And we know from these surveys, that is the single largest source for pharmaceutical drugs for abuse, particularly for young people.